So what is this Python? Why Python? Is this Python is the new one or it is the older one? It is the new one. What is the benefit of this one? If it is the older one, why we're having the use case with this one? Okay, so I will explain. So hi team, let us start with the Python introduction. So what is this Python? Why Python? Is this Python is the new one or it is the older one? It is the new one. What is the benefit of this one? If it is the older one, why we're having the use case with this one? Okay, so I will explain end-to-end process. So let me try a picture. So this picture will be demonstrate you end-to-end process of the Python. Why Python? Okay. So here we are having the centralized Python. Okay. So the market which you seen, right, how the web application development is, you can able to simply sit in a home, you can able to perform any type of operation. Even though we can able to transfer the amount from the US to India, India to different countries. If you want to purchase also, okay. For example, in India, parents will be there, people will be outside. So they are going to order something from there itself within a 30 minutes or 1 hour. So people are receiving the items, for example, groceries. So the technology is right now. Next, banking sector. Earlier, we need to be go to the banking sectors and sit in the or stand in the lines. Yes or no? So, but now think about how the web applications are developed, how web technologies are evaluated. These web technologies are started in the 1990. That's it. Not more than this one, not before, not earlier. So, 1995 onwards, we are started with the technology. 1995 onwards we are started with the technology. So before the 1995 we are simply using the technology not for this application development, not for the data exchange. Okay, we are simply having a technology we are using as a calculator, so on, so different reasons. Okay, so what is this Python? Python is one of the programming language of all these technologies. But why Python nowadays? Nowadays, the market industry is changed. Software market industry is changed. So everybody is saying about Python, Python, Python. So by this Python, what type of applications I can able to develop? See the magics of Python. So I can able to develop a web application. For example, as my company, instead of web application, I want to share the data only. That is like, for example, in the US or UK or different countries, as like India, we are following Aadhaar card. There you are having the NHS number or health security number. Okay. For example, if you reach out any hospital, the first they will see your previous records. How they are going to be see your previous data? So what the medication because of the APIs. Okay, web APIs. Okay. So next, not only these sectors, we can able to develop a gaming. Okay, so not only get development oriented, I can able to do the testing oriented also. I can do testing also. Testing means what type of testing? Automation, automation testing. Okay, this is one side of the application. So what type of programming languages we are having as of now? Can you list out? Java, .NET, Python, PHP. Different programming languages are different technologies are there. So there is a two shades of the technologies other than the Python. If you take any technology, there is only one shade. The shade is, for example, let me take it as a Java .NET. So I can able to develop web application definitely. Web APIs definitely. Can I do gaming? Little difficult, but still automation testing. Yes, I can able to use the Java with the Selenium or C Sharp with the Selenium. So ultimately, I can able to take a Python also. Python with automation also I can able to develop. So this is the one shade of the application development. So now the industry changed. That one shade is completed. Working with applications are completed. There is a two things are there. Either you want to work with applications or working with applications. Okay. Work with means I will give a command. Application will be respond. Working with application means simply nowadays we are having a Tesla. Tesla into the market. So if you observe 2018 onwards, so the Python graph was increased, but earlier also it is there. Use cases are there. The graph of using the application was changed. If you observe, check for the Google or so and so. Okay. So why there is a inbuilt feature here, a data types. So these data types are the data carriers which can able to perform a number of things. So because of the Tesla, what you are going to be do? Simply automated mode, autopilot mode. Yes or no? You are going to be sit in the car, you can able to give instruction, it will be work. Okay. Now we're having the Alexa switch on, switch off, number of things are there. So one shade is completed by the 2020. Okay. 2020 is completed. Now the second shade of applications are going to be start. This shade is nothing but a, so even we are doing a Microsoft applications. In the Microsoft applications also, we are having inbuilt number of features are there. Okay. For example, Azure come up with a picture of DevOps. If you observe a year, 2 years back, or 3 years, 4 years back, Azure DevOps are there. So slowly the graph is going down. But even for the DevOps also, we are going to be use the PowerShell scripting. Yes or no? These PowerShell scripting we are using from the Python. Okay. Once this Tesla is coming to the with autopilot mode, so artificial intelligence, life sciences. Okay. So all these things, it has been changed. The industry is now moving to the different technology. This is not a new technology. This is old. This is the very older than Java technology. It is a very older than your .NET technology. Okay. So when it was started, the Python was started in the 1991. I will give you. So what is the second shade in this case? The second shade is nothing but a artificial intelligence. Next shade is the machine learning. So even in the different countries, as a part of their curriculum, we are having the Python. Now it is a separate. Earlier we are having the electronics and communication, computer science, and now in the India also. So number of every max universities which I observed outside. Okay, so max universities are going for the 4 years of syllabus is artificial intelligence and machine learning. Okay. So in the foreign countries also, most of the universities they are having. Now they are introducing it. It does not have. So next one is the data science. So next one is the scientific applications. Scientific applications. So these are the different shades. Other than this one, can I use the networking application? Yes. So we are using the WhatsApp, right? WhatsApp is the networking application. The networking earlier the WhatsApp. So who started the WhatsApp, right? He's the networking guy. Networking means in our company. So a separate networking team will be there, right? So that is the one. So here, can I use the networking application? Yes, you can able to use. Next, these Python used inside of a tools. Yes, in the tools also we are using the Python is the part. For example, what type of the tools? DevOps. So number of things are there. Okay, tools. So this Python is a centralized part for all these different technologies. Okay, so all these different industries. So can I able to use any other technologies? My Java, my .NET, my other languages? No. So which are able to do? Yes, but very difficulty to work with all this stuff. But Python is the very easy. The programming code itself like a simple English. Okay. Program code itself simple English. I will show you a simple example how the scientific calculation, scientific work going to be performed. If you observe, it is simple English. That's it. Nothing other than this one. Okay. Next, very easy to develop. Next, cross-platform. For example, cross-platform means if I develop this Python in one computer mission, can I use in other missions also? Yes, definitely. Okay. So not only this, we have the number of use cases. So with our other technologies, you can able to develop only one shade of application. Second shade is possible only for the Python. So as of now, we don't have any other alternative for the Python. But still, can I develop means using other technologies also? Yes, but is a very difficult, very toughest. So if you take a Python to develop a small scientific application, for example, it will take a 2 to 3 months. Same Java and other technologies, it will take a 6 to 8 months. Why so? So there is a no specific data types in the Java. Java means predefined data types are there. It's not going to support all the scientific oriented data types. Okay, I will show it. So this is about our Python. So here in our series, what we are going to be learn, here we are going to be learn about these centralized Python with web application development. Okay, web application development. So once you are strong in this Python, every day I'm going to give you a labs and duantona. If you are having a special interest, you can able to implement small gaming if you require. So if you want to do any automation, or else if you want to use for the data times, you can do. Okay, so the centralized part of Python we are going to be learn, plus web oriented applications we are going to be learn. So coming to this web applications, Python can able to do the web application. So Python is a centralized part, a core part. Okay, so as a part of the three-tier architecture. So let me explain about the three-tier architecture. First is everybody is clear with this one. Any questions up to here? Clear, right? So next, let me explain. So if you take a software industry, how the applications are going to be designed. So applications are going to be designed in a three parts. The first one is the database. It is called a data storage. The second one is the middleware. So here your Python will become. Here Java, .NET, all these technologies will become. Next one is the front end. So the user able to see and look and feel is nothing but a front end. That is nothing but a UI. Okay. So this is our simple a web application architecture. This is called a three-tier three-tier architecture. So in this three-tier, you are having the database where information will be stored. SQL server we are going to be used. Next, middleware is the Python. So why UI is required? Why UI is required middleware to connect with the database? Otherwise, you can able to theft the data. Okay, we can able to steal the data information. Very easy to steal the data. There is no security. Even hacking, if you're having subject of hacking, hackers will be start from the UI. Yes, in the upcoming sessions I will show. So from the UI, how you can able to see the information, how you can able to see the API calls. Even sometimes you are having some websites at a 12 o'clock, we are going to be release this product. Okay, so before the 12 o'clock or 11:50, can I? Yes. So there is a 50-50 chances. Yes, through programming, I will show you. Maybe in the upcoming sessions, I can show you. Okay, we can able to on the buttons and we can able to perform the actions. Okay, so we can able to very easy to that. Simple by using the UI. But ultimately, there is a should be validation. So and so should be there here to transfer the data to be here. So if nothing is there, simply we are sending the request and bypassing from here to here. Na? So you are having the net banking and you are having the so on so amount, right? So it going to be theft. Why so? So simply if you are using this middleware is a bypasser. So we are not going to use the middleware as a bypasser. So directly data will be here. If I able to consume from the UI, it is the security one. No, there is a no security. So that's why to add it as a security, next to and next we add it as a business logic. So we are going to be use this middleware. Okay, so here we are going to be learn. So in this part, in this web application, we are going to be learn about a database. Next we are going to be see about a Python. So what about the UI? So in case of Python, we are having the two things. First one is the Django. We are simply call it as the Django. Next one is the Flask. Yes, there is a two different types of UI developments in case of Python. For example, if anybody know the Java, so Spring Hibernate. For example, anybody from the .NET, ASP.NET, .NET Core or MVC. Same here also. If I take it as a .NET Core and MVC, I can able to implement the web API. So Django is a framework you can able to develop a end-to-end web application. But by using the Flask, I can able to develop a web APIs. I can able to develop web APIs also. So it's came into the year of 2005. Django Flask is came in the year of 2010. 2010. So as a part of the real-time project which you are going to be use, all this you are going to be use. Okay. So this is the what we are going to be learning into it. So we just seen about what is the Python. So what is the use cases with the Python? We just seen about how the software architecture will be. Okay. So let us go to the background of this Python. Let me go to the background of this Python. So when it was implemented, by whom? Anyone who implemented this Python? Any year? So the Python was introduced in the year of 1991 by Udo van Rosa. Where the Institute, National Research Institute of Netherlands. Okay, so in the National Research Institute of Netherlands. So do you know when the applications are started? Web applications are started. The web application started in the year of 1993. Yes, in the year of 1993. So which are the web technologies? If anybody say Python, Java, .NET are the web technologies, no, the answer is a perfectly wrong answer. There is only three web technologies are there. What are those? Web technologies are HTML, CSS, Boost, JavaScript. These are the web technologies. Okay. So web technologies are why these three only web technologies? Because these three only loaded inside of your web browser. Python is not going to be loaded inside of your web browser. Okay. For example, let me open a site. Okay. Let me open some site. So here you can able to see na. Let me open a simple Amazon website. So here in this Amazon I can able to see the UI. This is the UI developed by using your HTML, CSS, Java. Where is my Python? This will be inside of the server. The Python will be inside of the server. So this server will be connected to the database. So do you know where these databases are reliving? So I will just give you one more statement. Microsoft Submarine. Okay. See, I'm just giving one statement. See here, Microsoft introducing a submarine concept nowadays. So we are dealing with this one. So we also our the team part not fully fledged part we are having the one. So where it is near to the Canada, I think the area. But he like this we are not going to be work. Don't be think like this. Okay, underwater data center. Okay, recently I think they started. So underwater data center. So now you are saying about a cloud platform. So the cloud means wherever you want the data in that area you can able to consume. For example, today can I able to maintain the server in the US? Yes. Next within a fraction of seconds, can I move this one to the Singapore? Yes. Can I move Singapore to the Australia? Yes. So that is called the cloud platform. Cloud means within a fraction of seconds you are going to be moved. But where this physical existence, so that can be maintained by the companies. For example, Microsoft now they are introducing the submarine. Okay, so because if you observe, so near to the foreign countries they are constructing the homes out there because of the earthquakes, puddles. So now number of things reasons are there to achieve all this. The physical information, the physical means you need to be share the data, or I mean you need to be store the data somewhere else. Without electronic element, without electronic elements and equipments you can't able to save the data. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, now they are introducing the submariner. Simply within a sea they are going to be stored. So how our technologies are going to be changed? See. Okay, so next part is the very difficult situation is to provide the cooling. So the it is submarine inside of the water na. So you are no need to put extra effort to be cooling part. Okay, the cooling number of reasons are there. These are the different concepts. Maybe if you have the time, you can able to see something. Okay, so these are the web technologies. So on the top of this one, we're having the Django, we're having the Flask as a part of the UI, as a part of the UI. Okay, so are you clear up to now? Any questions? If you're clear, can you say yes? Any questions? Can you say question?
Yes, it's clear.
Okay. So now the industry is going to be changed. Let us focus real-time oriented train, not anything else. Something a small basic scale. So let us focus on the real-time oriented training where you can able to learn end to end, and you should be in the situation to apply to your career. Okay. So now the market is changed, the focus is changed, the shares, everything is changed. So let us see the syllabus. Okay. Let me showcase the syllabus. So we'll give the template to you. So here I'm having the entire syllabus of Python. Just for the purpose of user to be see here we are having the syllabus, but more than this one we are going to be learn. Okay, more than this one we are going to be learn. Okay, so just user point of view, they student point of view, they want to be see the syllabus. So what is the curriculum that is, but more than this one you are going to be learn. Okay, so if possible after the sessions are completed, we'll focus 1 or 2 days. So we'll complete dedicate our focus to the Python with applications, Python with web API. So if time permits, out of the this time, let us have the 1 or 2 extra days after completion of the subject. We'll focus how this Python will be applied to the networking, how this Python is going to be work for the artificial intelligence. So now, for example, you are having the cameras, right? Even though Tesla also having inbuilt cameras, Tesla the cameras will be watch any obstacle is be come in front of it, any opposite car in come in front of it, so immediately it will be come a side and it will be stop, or else it will be stop immediately. So next it will have the observation around the car also. For example, did I have the, for example, suddenly car was stopped, the back car will be hit the front car, yes or no? So number of things are there. So here you are using the Python as a core e part, it will be work for the machines also. That's why it is called a machinery language program, machine learning program. So machine learning is nothing but machine is not going to be learn. So machines also can be able to understand very easily. Cameras, systems, number of things are there. Okay. So machines can able to see the things. So machine is nothing but a simply if you take a cam, it is infrared rays. Infrared rays means nothing but a. So if you observe, in the mic, the green color is blinking, right? Simply like this, infrared rays will be blink and off. Okay, any obstacle is come, it will be off. Once it is off, the relevant the next process is, if you want to explain, I will explain, but not this is the moment to explain. That is the one, that is a different story. Okay, so for this Python, what are the pre-requirements? So for example, if you know the Python or don't know the Python, don't worry. Here I'm going to be explain from the end to end, from the scratch level, but not scratch, to not like a spin coding, but initial let us go the little speed. So let me check for the 2 to 3 days how everybody is going to be follow. So based on this one, we'll go little advanced, but not in a hurry mode. So let us have the these 2 months are fully dedicated. So September, November. So end of the November, we're in the situation. Yes, the sir explained very well. Now I am in a good shape to be work with. Okay, so let us have daily 1 hour session should be a class, 1 or 2 hours you should be practice. Once you are having this dedicated time, right? So you can able to enjoy in your work. Why? So here already subject is completed. The real time oriented scenarios you learn. Few other things will be definitely will be there. You need to be it. So pre-requirements means simply nothing. Come as a clean mind. I can able to explain the end to end. Any doubts you can able to raise. Okay. Next, so as a part of pre-requirements, what are the softwares to be installation for this Python? Okay. So for this Python, we're having the, so number of things are there. In the software oriented, for example, first I need to be install the Python. So everyone try to be download, this is the one. Even I'm having the one video, I will share you to the everyone, I mean I will share in the group. Okay, here I'm having the, so how to work with this Python. Okay, everyone, most of the members I think window. So or else, if you have the Mac, go to the Mac. So here the Mac, download the Mac relevant one. Your one is the Windows, go to the Windows, whatever it is, everything is here only. Okay, so download the relevant one. Once you download, simply click on next, 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 that's it. I will share you that video how to install the Python. So Python installation is completed. This is the framework, the Python framework you are downloading. So next, if you want to work with this Python, you require a platform or no? Platform means, for example, I'm explaining the things where by typing inside of Microsoft Word. Next, I'm drawing the diagrams inside of the PowerPoint. So like this, if you want to you to be work with a Python, so you require an environment. So first install Python. So installation is completed. Next, we need to install IDE. So integrated development environment, where you need to be work. So Python having the number of IDs are there. Okay, what are those? Anaconda. It is the Python, na? That's why we're having a Anaconda. The names are little different. So PyCharm, Visual Studio Code, Eclipse. So number of things are there. Okay. So which one is the better as per your practice? Okay. So as per your practice, anything can be fine. Okay. As a part of my applications, we are using the Microsoft, no? So that's why I'm using the Visual Studio Code. So, but everything can be same. There is no difficulty. Okay. So there is a video 1 hour session, no? Step by step session, no? How to install the software or the framework. Next, how to install the Visual Studio Code. Next, how to add a plugin. So there is a one plugin to be added here. So we need to be added some extension here. So end to end part is there. I will share you. Okay, after the class completed, I will share you that link. Simply follow that one. So here, simply how to work with this Python. Okay, simply create a folder. Okay. So before going to explain a program, so any questions up to now? Any clarifications you require? Okay. So maybe this is the introduction session, right? That's why I'm giving the explain
We
the
can use
process.
Eclipse too for the Python, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Eclipse you can able to use, Jupyter you can able to use, Anaconda you can able to use, PyCharm you can able to use, VS Code you can able to use, anything you can able to use. There is no issue. So most of these ideas are similar to like this. There you can able to add extension. That's it. Python extension you can able to add. Okay. So idea is nothing but simply a platform is required to write something. I want to print something. I want to write a logic something. That's it. Okay. Any other questions? But I will send you that video. Follow that one and install end to end. But most all these things Anaconda also seems to like this only. But here we are saying about Python. Why the name Python? For example, so anybody know why the name of the Java? For example, we are having the Java programming, right? Why the name is the Java for that program? So basically, the Java is the who developed this Java? Sun Microsystem, the company Sun Microsystem. So Sun Microsystem got a project like to develop set of box program for the TV. We're having the TV set of box, right? To develop the set of box, they're having a project. Okay. So if I want to work with this one, if I want to switch on and switch off that set of box, I require a programming language. So initially the Java is invented to develop such a programming. So later that person who the scientist whoever is developing, he used to take a coffee. The name of the coffee is the Java. For example, we have the barista, number of things, right? Three roses, like this. That's it. So here also the Python means while the scientist Guido when Rosam developing this Python, there is a one gaming is there. The name of the game is the Python. It was very famous in the 1990s. That's it. Okay, other than this one, nothing. For example, .NET also, we need to work with the network applications. Network means I need to transfer the data. That's why .NET, networking applications. So there is a no other difference. So let us have the simple program. See here, let me perform a simple scientific calculation. Okay. So if I want to perform a scientific application, so see here, let us go little back to our career. So maybe in our intermediate, we're having the complex number calculations. Yes or no? So how to work with this complex number? See here, 5 plus. So let me, no, not this is the one. Something, I'm opening some website. That's it. I don't have. Okay. See here. So this is called complex number calculations. Okay. Where this complex number calculation is. See, this is my earth. Okay. This is my earth. So take it as a, this is my earth. So around the earth, we are having a orbit. Yes or no? Around the earth, we are having a some orbit. So in the orbit, I need to place a, some satellite here. So how we are going to be calculate? We are going to be calculate like this. So if you want to perform a such a calculations here, so I need to be use some complex number calculations. So by using the Python, very easy to find out or work out this complex number. Okay. Here I'm having the some item. So this item is washed by the some this item. Okay. If I want to calculate how it will be, I can able to calculate like this. Okay. So number of things are there going to be involved. So let me show how simple calculation. See, A plus IB. Okay. IB or JB. Okay. So let me see. A is equal to 1 plus 2J. Next B is equal to 3 plus 4J. What is the output? Anyone? So how it is going to be calculated? Na? 1 plus 3, 4 plus 2, 6J. Okay. These two values will be calculated. These two values will be calculated. Okay. For example, a scientist is came. He don't know any programming skills also. So you can able to simply saying about that's it. Your program is completed 2 lines. So I just want to print the result now. Print A plus B. Completed. So if anybody non-technical guy also, for example, even scientist not a technical guy. No, is the technology is about the scientification. That's it. Okay. So let me run this one. Okay. A is executing. What is output? 4 plus 6J. Okay. 0.9 seconds is taken. 4 plus 6J. 3 plus 1, 4. 2 plus 4 plus 2, 6. So such a easy language Python it is. Even for the non-technical guys also can able to understand easily. So same things if I want to involve or implement inside of Java or .NET. Now see here. Here I need to be create a variable called int integer a is equal to no. Here I can't able to create integer a. First I need to be create real part. Okay. RL is equal to 1. Okay. Next one more integer real part. This is the imaginary part. Imaginary part is equal to 2. So I need to perform like this. I need to write a 10 to 20 lines of a code to perform this operation. So this magic. So simply how the magic. Because in the world there is only one programming language, the Python. It is a dynamically typed programming language. Python is a dynamically typed programming language. Even .NET also it is not a dynamically typed. Any other language. So there is a only one thing. As a part of a middleware, Python is only one language which is the dynamically typed programming language. The types are dynamic. But coming to the web technologies, JavaScript is a dynamically typed. But JavaScript also came in the year of 1990, I mean 1995 only. 1993 it was came. 1995 it is come into the market. These three on these two only, two only the dynamically typed programming language. What is this dynamically typed programming language? How the Python will be now? So Python contains statements. So these statements are instructions for your application. So what are these statements? Either it can be comments, it can be a, it can be a data types, it can be a functions. Okay, it can be data types means we can all the things. Set a frozen set a list array number of things. Functions. Next keywords. So next again some statements. Okay. So these are nothing but your instructions to your application. So Python contains things. If I say command means it is not going to be executed. For example, today you are working on an application. Oh, so I'm just developing a simple scientific application. I also take it as a simple one web API implemented. So tomorrow, how can able to say who's this developed this web API? This Krishna developed, somebody else developed. That's why you need to be write your Jira number. So in the comment, you need to be write some Jira. Okay. So not like this, I will explain. Okay. Not like this, I will explain how to add a comment. Okay. So you are having the some Jira number. Okay. One, two, three, so on so developing. Okay. So on so you are going to be write it comments. Okay. Next data types. What type of data types in other all technologies? What type of extra data types in the Python? Functions, keywords, statements, extra. Okay, all this will go and see step by step. See here, very easy to develop or no Python. Okay, so be confident, very easy. So next, the feature is the Python. The market is going to be shake. So, but why Python? So, what are the features? Why Python? I need to use my application. So, Python syntaxes are very simple English. So English syntax, that's it, nothing else complex. So here, are you feeling any complexity? No. Less coding, cross-platform, cross-platform. For example, if I develop a gaming using the C application, that C must be within your same mission. So I develop an application using his mission. He has to that C, gaming which developer C has to be work on the top of the same configuration mission. Other than this one, nothing. But is it possible? No. We need to be work with multiple gaming applications, multiple websites I need to be operated. But if you are using the C language is to develop such applications, only one application at a time. Next, Python having a memory management. Memory management by using the oops concepts. Next, very easy to integrate. Next, Python, the first use case, the Python, it is the open source. Open source and free. If anybody is saying about a free, first everybody will be there. That is the nature of everyone. So the what is the difference between open source and free? Free means, for example, Visual Studio Code is the free IDE. Nothing but you no need to purchase anything. But Visual Studio is the subscription. That is the paid one. Visual Studio Code is the free one. Okay. So here you are having the Windows. Windows is the paid or free one. It's a paid one. Okay. So here open source and free is nothing but a free means without anything. But what about this open source? So whichever the Python files you are going to be used now. So those files, if you want to modify, you can able to modify. You can able to open that source code also. We'll see. I will show you. So we'll take it as existing Python library. We need to be import the number of libraries in the coming sessions. We need to be import some libraries. Okay. So that library code also you can able to customize. So open source means you can able to customize that existing code also. Sometimes we are thinking about the technology is not able to support this feature. Then Python is saying about you are feeling that part if you want to add inside of the Python, you can able to add. So whoever the scientist is going to be give source code to you, na? So the Python library you can able to modify and use it. You can able to perform your customer. Sometimes we are thinking in our real time. Okay. For example, so on so concept if this variation is there in the Python, I mean if this variation is there in the Java, very easy to tell. For example, if you are thinking in my Java application, such a case can I implement? Such a case can I implement? Instead of writing the, I mean, instead of writing the separate variables, can I define a library? It is not possible. But in case of Python, yes, you can able to use that library. You can able to modify however you are. If you want to modify, you can modify. But that modification, don't be think Python is going to be for your projects. Okay, libraries itself we can able to modify. So because of these reasons, we are going to use the Python. Not only these reasons, we have the number of reasons are there. So it is going to be support multi-purpose. It is a multi-purpose language. Okay, so multi-purpose means here all these things I can able to develop. Okay, so like this, we're having the number of features, sir. All these features will explain. We'll see it. Okay. So we'll see what is the difference between this Django, Flask, how to work with web applications. Okay. So any questions up to here? Anybody required any clarifications? Any doubts are there in your mind? Anybody required any clarifications? Any doubts are there in your mind? Anybody required any clarifications? Any doubts are there in your mind? So I will give you one more statement and I will conclude.